I went ahead and cut all the way down this t-shirt. I'm just gonna fold these open so then I can see all the yarn folded, or the t-shirt folded in half with these strips cut. And then I can open it up, and you can see as I open it up, they're attached at both ends. So I'm going to lay it flat. And then I start at one end. Need my fabric scissors. Start at one end and I cut and skip every other one. I'm going to cut it so that it becomes one long piece of yarn. So right here I skip cutting it right in this slit and I go to the next one. So I could go all the way across like this and cut every other slit. And then I'm going to do the opposite one on the other side. You want to make sure that you get the hang of it before you go ahead and go all the way across, because if you do it incorrectly, you end up with just pieces of yarn instead of one long continuous piece. So you can see it's like making a zigzag. So then, just like the plastic bag to roll this up, I want to take the tail and start wrapping it around several fingers. And when I get to these areas here where I cut the slit and they're still joined, you don't want to pull too hard, or you can pull it apart. And once I have a bundle wrapped, I'm going to wrap around the center. And then I'm going to start wrapping diagonally and rotating it and wrapping this into a ball. And all of those ends where it's joined, you'll have a small flap, and just wrap it in. You could always trim it down later if you want to, or as you're crocheting, you'll just have little slubs. And this one's extra long here, so I'm just going to trim the excess off. And as I do this, I'm slightly stretching my yarn. It'll help it get into form a little bit better. I'm just going to keep wrapping. And then we're going to crochet these into a square, so you can see how to do a flat piece of crochet using single crochet, and then a ball so you understand how to make a three-dimensional form, and you can add stitches and decrease stitches. There is my ball of yarn. So if you have another, the other side of the t-shirt to wrap, once you get the end of this, you can just hold on to the beginning of the next end and keep wrapping. And then when you crochet, you want to overlap them twice when you're adding a new piece, and crochet them together a couple of stitches, and then you will have your yarn extended.